Hello viewers, I am Angus Davidson and I welcome you to my documentary all about nerds. Nerds are defined in the dictionary as people who are extremely enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a particular subject, especially a specialist or niche interest. Now that you know what a nerd is, let's explore other people's opinions about nerds.
In my opinion, a nerd is somebody who's a little bit different and have passions and interests which aren't run of like normal people.
What are your passions and interests?
Well, I love music. I play guitar, I sing and stuff. I also really like horror movies. I really like aviation.
Do you feel that nerds are still often unfairly judged by society?
Possibly, but no need to really. They're just people.
Do you feel that nerds has given you a sense of belonging?
Yeah, so it's given us like a chance to, but I don't really care about how cringe my interests might be anymore because it's quite inclusive.
To be cringe is to be free.
Yeah, I think nerds are sometimes misrepresented as annoying and have no friends, but in reality that's not true at all.
What do you think makes
I think it's the fact that you can be a nerd about anything. It can range from a little back corner of a museum about one specific animal, could be your special interest, to entire areas of modern media or retro media, classic media, anything. It does bring everyone close together, and you're able to find people that, without those interests, you've never met before.
My passions, I love music. I love reggae music, dance music, disco music.
The nerd subculture is not limited to any specific demographic, and it encompasses a wide range of interests. This inclusivity has empowered many people to embrace their passions openly, which in turn has created many different types of nerds, such as gaming nerds, comic book and superhero nerds, film nerds, science and technology nerds, fantasy and sci-fi nerds, music nerds, book nerds, anime and manga nerds, fandom nerds and education nerds, comic conventions, cosplay, online communities, and fan art have become hubs for many different types of nerds to express themselves and connect with like-minded nerds. The media generally tends to portray nerds as annoying, socially inadequate, unattractive, unfashionable, and boringly studious people. This has unfortunately created a negative societal perception of nerds, which still persists in society today, making it socially awkward for people to self-identify as nerds. This, however, is the complete antithesis to what I think they are really like, as they are individuals who find solace in their hobbies and are often more knowledgeable and interesting than people imagine.
My passions and interests are, I love to do model railway. I have a big interest in gaming, obviously, because I have the shop, and I love to play and collect vinyl records.
A nerd. I think a nerd is someone that likes to read and to write, and that is involved in educational purposes.
So I've got 4 or 5 main passions. My biggest passion in the world, believe it or not, is Shakespeare. I have passion for novels and books. I collect a lot of rare firsts, etc. probably then e-bikes. I build and design and ride electric cycles and motorcycles. Then probably comes comic, but music, then comics, which is, I mean, you can see how enthusiastic I am about comics. I own a comic store, for 30 years. But it's like, you know, outside of this, you have other interests, and I think maybe the nerdery comes from the focus that I put on these things that I'm interested in. Like, you tend to become an expert in anything that you're kind of vaguely interested in, and it's niche.
I think some people just need to let people be, you know what I mean? Like, judging people for things that they like and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like since, like, obviously with like the digital age, a lot of people think that everyone's looking at them, and because of that, they feel that they should have an opinion on everything, to the point where if someone looks the way that they don't think they should, just have a go at them, just disagree with their like whole life entirely.
Yeah, no, definitely, because you just find like-minded people, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's great, you get to like talk about your interests and like, just like make friends and stuff.
Do you think that nerds are well represented?
I think sometimes it can't be, because like, if you look at movies and stuff, you just see like people that, you know, are subjectively unattractive being nerds, when that's just not the case, or like they'll just be in their heads in a movie. But realistically, that's not really what I think a nerd is.
Over the course of my exploration of the nerd subculture, I have found out about many different aspects, such as the multitude of interests and hobbies that it encompasses. One aspect that I uncovered, which I personally felt was particularly inspiring, is that it has given people a way to connect with like-minded people who they would have never met if they were not part of the nerd subculture, due to the fact that nerds can be nerdy about anything, which makes it easier for them to find people who have similar passions and interests. The most interesting aspect that I uncovered was that people's ideas of nerds can vary. They can be perceived as somebody who is different, or someone who has a special interest in a certain topic, and someone that is very well educated on a topic of interest. An unfortunate aspect that I uncovered was that self-identifying nerds still tend to feel that they are generally misrepresented by the media, which continues to perpetuate stereotypes such as being annoying, having no friends, being uncool, always wearing glasses, and having big teeth. The most shocking aspect that I was able to uncover about the nerd subculture is that it is not as diverse and inclusive than you would imagine, as a vocal minority of self-identifying nerds are against the diversity that the subculture offers in this current day and age, because they have outdated perceptions of marginalized individuals. Finally, in my own opinion, I would say that a nerd is someone who has niche interests that average people tend to shun or disregard, who is also very compassionate and supportive of people who outwardly present themselves in a way that defies societal norms. Is someone who is deeply passionate about specific subjects a nerd, or is it just a label created by society to group people into the same category? I have been Angus Davidson, and I hope you all enjoyed watching my short documentary on nerds.